What's up guys, Rodrigo here, welcome back to one more video guys. As you can see, Bitcoin retested once more the level of $26,800 and we were rejected once more by this level. Not only we were rejected by this level, but also we are breaking below level of important support like this one. Actually, as you can see, we are trying to break it to the downside right now. We didn't break it yet, but you can see that this is a very important support because it was the previous highs right here. So breaking this level to the downside would not be good for Bitcoin at all. And the other one that I wanted to show you is this one. And as you can see, this one we broke already to the downside. So let's come to the 1 hour chart so we can see it better. Bitcoin was going to the upside, respecting this line of support right here, this ascending trend line, the ascending support. But at this point right here, as you can see, we broke it to the downside. Usually, of course, it is a bad sign. It means that we are breaking this trend line. So it would be very normal here to see some corrective movements from this point. If we broke this ascending line already and we are going to go down, guys, of course, then most probably we are going to break below the level of this support as well at $26,530. Of course, that is also the case that we broke the ascending one. We are going to be supported by this horizontal one, form some lower highs according to this previous one right here, before we finally break this one and keep going to the downside. Don't forget, of course, guys, to sign up to Bybit, my favorite exchange, the one that I use to trade every day and the one that I recommend to you as well. If you're searching for a new exchange, guys, and want to use this one, then use the link down below in the description of this video, because using this link, you can claim up to $30,000 bonus, but they require KYC. So if you want to trade anonymously, then I recommend you to use the second link on the description of this video and sign up to Bitflex. And now talking about volume traded, I want to remind you about something that I was showing you on the previous price section that we were having right here. Just a second, there we go. And this green support right here is the level that we had the highest volume traded in all this price section right here, guys. When we were rejected once more by this green resistance zone, this was the second time. The first time is right here. So we were being rejected by it for the second time. I told you, it is very likely that we are not forming a double top formation like this and going lower. Why? Because even though we are forming this double top, we are being supported by this support level, the cluster level of the highest volume traded. So because of this, it is more likely that we are going to break this to the upside. So if we take the volume profile right here of all this movement, you can see that the cluster of volume is right here. The green line is at 26,600 exactly. You understood already the importance of this volume level, and right now we are trading below it. This is acting as a level of resistance. So if we want to think about the price breaking to the upside here on this manner, we first need to see the price action being supported by this green line. So we need to break above this, find support, and then we are free to go. But as long as we stay below this level, guys, the most probable scenario would be continue going to the downside. We just broke below the level of this ascending support, ascending trend line right here. We are being supported by the volume profile, and apparently we are also losing the horizontal support here, guys. So yes, definitely I think that it is very likely that we are going to see a leg to the downside back to the level of this previous support right here. And now, guys, talking about the higher time frames, I am not liking that we are topping out here at the Stochastic RSI and we are starting to cross it to the downside. As you can see, all these other times that we topped out, we were forming here on the price section lower highs according to this major one. So of course, if the history is going to repeat itself, this is the formation of a lower top according to the previous ones, and we are going to have another leg to the downside. But it is also very important here to understand the bigger picture. If we come to the weekly time frame, we can see that all these top formations here that I'm showing on the price section and on the Stochastic RSI happened when the weekly Stochastic RSI was going to the downside, meaning that the bears were with the momentum. And right now, if we change here to the weekly time frame, we can see, first, just to show you what I was talking about, all these previous tops right here that we were talking about happened when the weekly Stochastic RSI was going to the downside. And now, as you can see here, the Stochastic RSI is crossing to the upside on the weekly time frame. And all the times that we were crossing the Stochastic RSI here to the upside on the weekly time frame, guys, you can see that we formed local bottoms here, here. And now it could be the case that we are forming a low here and we are going to go to the upside. And of course, the weekly time frame is stronger than the daily time frame. Also, it is important to mention that nothing is 100%. For example, here we could have said, yes, the bears are without momentum. We went to the downside already. We are about to cross to the upside, but no. We kept going horizontally for a while the price action melted down before we finally actually crossed this to the upside and formed this local bottom. The same thing can happen right here. That's it for today, guys. Thank you very much for being here with me until the end of this video. If you like this content, don't forget to smash the like button. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe, hit the bell, and I see you in the next time. Stay focused.